Welcome to my Passion Travel channel, a channel specializing in street food and travel. Gueddid, dried and cured meat, usually beef, with a strong flavor. Gueddid is a traditional Moroccan preserved meat, typically made with beef. The process involves curing and drying the meat, resulting in a product that has a strong, concentrated flavor. This preservation method allows the meat to be stored for an extended period without refrigeration, making it a practical solution in regions where refrigeration might be limited. Here's a general overview of how Gueddid is made. Selection of meat. Quality cuts of beef, often from the leg or other lean parts, are selected for making Gueddid. Curing and salting. The meat is heavily salted to draw out moisture. It is then left to cure for a specific period, allowing the salt to penetrate the meat and act as a preservative. Seasoning. After the initial curing, the meat may be seasoned with various spices and flavorings. Common additions include garlic, cumin, coriander, and sometimes red pepper for added heat. Drying. The seasoned meat is then left to air dry or sun dry. This step further removes moisture from the meat, contributing to its preservation. The drying process can take several weeks. Storage. Once fully dried, Gueddid can be stored for an extended period, making it a convenient and flavorful ingredient in Moroccan cuisine. Gueddid is versatile and can be used in various dishes to add a rich and intense meaty flavor. It is often rehydrated before use, either by soaking it in water or briefly cooking it, depending on the intended dish. Common recipes incorporating Gueddid include tagines, stews, and couscous dishes. Msemen, flaky, square-shaped pancakes often served with honey. Msemen is a traditional Moroccan flatbread that is popular as a breakfast item or snack. It is known for its flaky, layered texture and is often enjoyed with honey, jam, or cheese. Here's a basic overview of how Msemen is made. Ingredients: all-purpose flour, semolina salt water, vegetable oil or melted butter for folding and cooking. Instructions: prepare the dough. In a large bowl, combine all-purpose flour, semolina, and a pinch of salt. Gradually add water and knead the mixture until a soft, smooth dough forms. The dough should be elastic, but not sticky. Divide and shape. Divide the dough into small, golf ball-sized portions. Coat each portion with a bit of vegetable oil or melted butter to prevent sticking. Flattening and folding. Take one portion of the dough and flatten it into a thin, rectangular shape on a well-oiled surface. Fold the sides of the rectangle towards the center, creating a layered structure. The goal is to create multiple layers within the dough. Cooking. Heat a griddle or a large skillet over medium heat. Place the folded msemen on the hot surface and cook on each side until golden brown and cooked through. The layers should separate slightly, creating a flaky texture. Serve. Once cooked, msemen is often cut into squares or triangles. Serve msemen warm with honey, jam, cheese, or any other preferred topping. Mechoui, spit-roasted lamb, often seasoned with cumin and coriander. Mechoui is a traditional Moroccan dish that involves spit-roasting a whole lamb or sheep. This method of cooking results in tender and flavorful meat with a crispy outer layer. Mechoui is often prepared for special occasions, celebrations, and festive gatherings. Here's an overview of how mechoui is typically made. Ingredients and materials: whole lamb or sheep, salt and pepper for seasoning, cumin, coriander, and other spices, optional, olive oil or melted butter for basting, skewers or a rotisserie system for spit roasting instructions. Prepare the lamb, clean and prepare the whole lamb or sheep for roasting. It's common for the lamb to be butterflied or split down the middle to ensure even cooking. Seasoning. Season the lamb generously with salt and pepper. Optionally, you can add cumin, coriander, and other spices to enhance the flavor. The lamb may be marinated for a few hours or overnight to allow the flavors to penetrate. Skewering or rotisserie. Skewer the lamb onto a rotisserie or a set of sturdy skewers. The lamb is typically secured so that it rotates evenly during the cooking process. Roasting. Place the skewered lamb over a charcoal grill, open flame, or in a specialized rotisserie oven. Slow cook the lamb over several hours, rotating it periodically to ensure even cooking. The slow roasting allows the meat to become tender and develop a flavorful crust. Basting. Throughout the roasting process, baste the lamb with olive oil or melted butter. This helps keep the meat moist and adds additional flavor. Cooking time. The cooking time will vary depending on the size of the lamb and the cooking method. Mechoui is typically cooked until the meat is well done and the outer layer is crispy. Serving. Once fully cooked, the lamb is usually carved and served with flatbreads, salads, and condiments. Brochettes, grilled skewers of meat, usually seasoned with cumin and paprika. Brochettes, also known as kebabs, are a popular and versatile dish found in various cuisines around the world, including Moroccan cuisine. In Morocco, brochettes often feature skewered and grilled meats, typically served with various accompaniments. Here's a basic overview of how brochettes are made. Ingredients: cubes of meat. Common choices include beef, lamb, chicken, or a combination. Marinade: olive oil, garlic, lemon juice, herbs, and spices like cumin, paprika, and coriander. Skewers: metal or wooden. If using wooden skewers, soak them in water for about 30 minutes before use. Instructions: prepare the marinade. In a bowl, mix together olive oil, minced garlic, lemon juice, and a blend of herbs and spices. Common Moroccan spices include cumin, paprika, coriander, and sometimes saffron for a unique flavor. Cut the meat. Cut the meat into uniform-sized cubes. This allows for even cooking. Marinate the meat. Place the meat cubes in the marinade, ensuring that each piece is well coated. Allow the meat to marinate for at least 30 minutes to allow the flavors to infuse. Skewering. Thread the marinated meat cubes onto the skewers. If you're using wooden skewers, make sure to leave a portion of the skewer exposed for easy handling. Grilling. Preheat a grill or grill pan over medium-high heat. Grill the skewers, turning them occasionally to ensure even cooking. The cooking time will depend on the type and size of the meat cubes. Basting, optional. Optionally, you can baste the brochettes with any remaining marinade or a mixture of olive oil and herbs during the grilling process for added flavor. Check for doneness. Ensure that the meat is cooked through and has a nice char on the outside. The internal temperature of the meat should meet recommended safety standards. Serve. Once cooked, remove the brochettes from the grill and serve them hot. They can be accompanied by flatbreads, salads, or various dipping sauces. Sardines. Grilled or fried sardines seasoned with local spices. Grilled sardines are a popular and delicious dish in Moroccan cuisine. The preparation is straightforward, allowing the natural flavors of the sardines to shine through. Here's a simple recipe for grilled sardines. Ingredients: fresh sardines, cleaned and gutted, olive oil, lemon juice, garlic, minced fresh parsley, chopped salt and pepper to taste instructions. Prepare the sardines. Ensure the sardines are properly cleaned, gutted, and scaled. You can ask your fishmonger to do this for you if needed. Preheat the grill. Preheat a grill or barbecue to medium-high heat. Make sure the grates are clean and well oiled to prevent sticking. Prepare the marinade. In a bowl, mix olive oil, lemon juice, minced garlic, chopped parsley, salt, and pepper. This simple marinade will enhance the flavor of the sardines. Coat the sardines. Coat the cleaned sardines with the marinade, making sure to cover each fish thoroughly. Allow them to marinate for about 15-30 minutes to absorb the flavors. Grill the sardines. Place the marinated sardines directly on the preheated grill grates. Grill for about 3-5 minutes per side, depending on the size of the sardines. They are ready when the flesh is opaque and easily flakes with a fork. Serve. Transfer the grilled sardines to a serving platter. Drizzle them with a bit of extra olive oil and sprinkle with additional chopped parsley.